I'm about to walk out the door and see Joker. Here are my top 3 expectations. Expectation number 1, Joaquin Phoenix to be great. No duh, right? Expectation number 2, I fully expect to understand Arthur Fleck's fall into becoming the Joker, but when he actually makes the choice to be a villain and to be a bad guy, I don't want to feel sorry for him at all. That's when I want to be crying out for Batman. Expectation 3, I expect a story about Joker's origin to keep me engaged. So what are your expectations? Check out my review and let's talk. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for Joker, which was one of those movies I just walked out of it and seriously, driving home in the car, I'm like, what do I gotta say? I mean, I was glad I kind of set those guidelines for myself with my top 3 expectations for the movie, kind of helped me guidepost through there, but you walk out of that movie, man, and it's like, it is deeply unsettling. But that's like a good thing in the sense that the movie is well done, but it's weird because it's like there's no light in the movie. So I think I have to give this movie 2 grades. Grade number 1 is an A. As a film, it is incredibly well made. Beautifully performed by Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, when I say beautifully performed, I'm thinking more tragic beauty, but everything flowed. Todd Phillips' direction, Joaquin Phoenix's performance. I mean, even just the musical score, which was amazing. It would ebb and flow with the mental state of Arthur Fleck, and it all mixed together so well. It's just incredible. And the movie, like, you can't watch that and not feel something. Like, it is an unsettling movie. It unsettles you. At the very least, it unsettled me. So, I mean, as a film, well made, well constructed, flows really good, and so A as a film and put together. B, for me personally, because, like I said, there's just no light in it. Like I was going to say something, that's a spoiler. We're not going to say that. What I will say is, it's just there is no real light in this movie. It starts dark, and you watch Arthur Fleck descend into a deeper darkness. And after a while, you just kind of feel that. In the movie, it definitely starts off slow. And that's kind of tough, but at the same time, like, the writing is good and it does keep you engaged. So let me hit my 3 expectations. Expectation number 1, Joaquin Phoenix was brilliant. I mean, he really was. And that's not a surprise. And it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, you look at the trailer and you could just see the performance bleeding through and just those clips that they gave. And he really does do a great job portraying this character, Arthur Fleck, with this mental illness. So he's got this inward struggle constantly going on. And the laugh being a part of that mental disorder, you can see him try to, like, choke that laugh back or try to push it back as he just physically is fighting for control. And so you feel really bad for him in those kind of moments where he's trying to fight for control and try to, fight to fit in or whatever. Like, he did a really good job portraying that character, and then portraying that character slowly but surely embracing madness. And here I'm more borrowing terminology from The Killing Joke, but as he's embracing kind of the madness that we know as the Joker, you're watching him fall steadily throughout the movie into that, and I think Joaquin Phoenix does such a good job portraying that, which leads right into my expectation number 2, which is all about the fact that really what I didn't want in this movie was Joker to be an anti-hero. Like, when you're just watching the trailers, it looks like he sparks this movement and he's this hero. What I liked is, I don't feel like he came off as a hero. He truly came off as a villain. He didn't come off as an anti-hero. But it shows you how dark Gotham City is and how bad things are going in Gotham City. That when you have Arthur Fleck, who does what he does, that ends up spurring this movement, that they would look to him for it. Like, it just shows you how deep the darkness of Gotham is. It really shows you why Gotham needs a real hero, why Gotham City needs Batman. And seeing this pre-Batman Gotham and seeing the rise of this Joker, it did a good job showing you that it needs Batman. So it truly met that expectation for me. I didn't feel like Joaquin Phoenix was playing an anti-hero or something like that, or a misunderstood person. No, he chose evil. He embraced the Joker, and they just do a good job showing him descend to that point. I hope in a movie called Joker that was not a spoiler. But yeah, so it does show you that. And then expectation number 3, did the story keep me engaged? It really did. Like I said, it is a little bit slow to start, but it is still interesting, and then it just draws you in. The thing that is difficult for me is the lack of light. That's what Batman provides. Like, when you put Batman into this story, who watched his parents murdered in an alley, and yet through that pain chooses justice over vengeance, and he chooses to fight corruption and fight the corruption that is in that city. What this movie does, though, is it shows you that corruption. So yeah, we take the balance out. So this movie doesn't have balance. There's no balance between light and dark. It is dark tipping into more dark. That is what this movie is. That is exactly what it does. But if you're a Batman fan and you watch this movie, you see the need for Batman and why it had to be somebody like Batman that comes to be sort of the light in Gotham. Put it in quotes because, you know, he's the Dark Knight. Point is you see that this city needs that hero. So those are my overall thoughts. It's like, it's hard to figure out what to talk about with this movie. Like, seriously, I walked out of this movie a little bit like, what am I going to say in my review? Did I like it? Yeah, I liked it. Do I need to see it again? No, I don't need to see it again. It was incredibly dark. I walked out of it feeling unsettled, which is a compliment to Joaquin Phoenix, and it's a compliment to the director. Wow, that's confusing to say that. Like, all these weird, confusing thoughts as I'm walking out of this. So, as a film, the way it was made and constructed and the way it flows, it gets an A. For me, personally, it gets a B because it was good. But I don't really feel like I need to own this movie. And I'm not going to rush out to the theater to see this again. Because, like, I just feel like you gotta be in a different headspace. Like, get your head in the right space before you go and watch this movie. It's kind of weighty, but yeah. So there it is. Yeah, that's my review. Those are my thoughts on the Joker. So what did you think of the Joker? Let's talk about that in the comments. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button to become a Durbanian and hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified when I drop, like, my spoiler talk, which I already filmed with my good friend, the Cholo Nerd. I normally bring him in here from Marvel, but he came and joined me to watch Joker. So later this weekend, I will be dropping a spoiler talk on this movie as we get into more details. And he faced kind of the same issue as me, walking out of the movie feeling all weird and confused about it. Now, what do I even say in front of the camera? It's going to be a fun conversation, so you can join us for that. So hit that subscribe button and hit the bell by it. That way you're notified as soon as those videos drop. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.